Following a riveting game up in the Motor City, the action heads south on this Thanksgiving Day, deep in the heart of Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where today we've got a good matchup, as good as we could ask for, as part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration, the Chiefs and the Cowboys on EA Sports. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Got to play too.
St. Brown motioning left. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stafford going to put it up right away. And incomplete to open things up.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test now. This one falls incomplete.
Back to throw, Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Bucky Irving, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because...
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchback
at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Darnold. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. From the 34 down, here's 1st and 10.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Matt Milano in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Darnold from the gun. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. George Kittle, 76 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point forthcoming. It's and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. A run up the middle with Irving. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 19-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. Throwing is Stafford. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pass. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
53, ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Chiefs 12, Cowboys 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh. No, they were 20.
You just started the game. How did you even 20 minutes?
It's not like the other game. This league go by foot. It's Julie League.
Again, it's Barkley.
I know we're going to be going all day. That's all. I'm just trying to get it down.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's Darnold. And that is caught.
I even got to that.
Rondale Moore, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it with a first and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Stafford. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now he'll touch this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford is going to change things up. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Stafford. And he's caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Chiefs have yet again retaken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Return. He's all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches take to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
26.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by a kick team to bring that return to an abrupt home. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Darnold. And to find the open man, that's complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Cowboys! Saquon Barkley. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And able to get this out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. I feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Stafford. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw is Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the
To the air again, Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And they are able to add on to their advantage. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He shows you right there. He can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw, Darnold. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Darnold. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
Darnold to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
You can pull up on me? I'm probably got to be late. I'm finna go to that little, oh shit. I'm going to the Jones Pride shit. Tiger Pride shit. I know, but, you know, my wife, whole family. That shit be tight, straight, bro. I went last year. It's straight. Ooh, they got all the classes. You know what I'm saying? They be doing a little Edgewood, Jones shit. It's straight. Man, bro, you know who I seen out there last year? Mike Walker. He went to Edgewater.
Yeah.
Like, I be seeing everybody out there who didn't go to Jones.
Yeah.
Like, my wife ain't go to Jones. I ain't go to Jones, but grandma, my grandma don't went to Jones though. My great grandma, my grandma, my granddaddy. So that's why that was
on the school back then.
yeah, Jones, the only black school around back then. Yeah. Before they built DP, before they built West On. No, man. Yeah. No. Yeah, DP on.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least in the field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the timeouts.
All right, I'm into when I leave out there. I'll probably leave out there about 3, 4. All right.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys
Sitting
have
on
got
top,
it
sitting
back
up
in
like
the
that.
closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Now a first carry for their fullback. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Darnold. Oh, that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know.
And Obi sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Red 80. And middle.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Second and goal at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line, given 2 on the play.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
180. 0. Omaha, red blue.
Now Stafford. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try, and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Up the middle with Barkley. A little juke. Taking it right down Broadway. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game. 17th on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Stafford. Open man down the field, that's a Dunze. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rome Dunze, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 48.
Now Darnold. That is taken down. A Chiefs save. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. There he goes again. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there on the screen pass. 55 yards. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another try for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Stafford. He'll try to pick it up himself. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard after the 49. This is 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. And Stafford going to change it up here. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to throw it. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's Stafford. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This is 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Darnold. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Darnold. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. When you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Stafford. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got him in, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now Stafford. That one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Darnold to throw. He's going to let it fly. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the gotta move fast, get to the back. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I want
it's 24/7. I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors, and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah. Better when I wanna get better. I'm getting better when I wanna get better. I'm getting better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
Let the past be the past, I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop,